Hi everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I am here to do the Nope Trope book tag. So I will link the original creator down below, but I was tagged by Jen over at the Book Refuge, and this is so fun. I have seen this going around, so thank you, Jen, for tagging me, and let's just get into the questions. So number one, Eavesdropping with miscommunication. Name a book you heard great things about and expected to love, but ended up hating. So I've answered this book for like a lot of them, a lot of tags lately. So I'm going to say You by Carolyn Kepnes, but because I have said that so many times, I'm going to change my answer and say Sleeping Arrangements by Madeline Wickham. So if you don't know, Madeline Wickham and Sophie Kinsella are the same person. And lighting's coming in and out. Sorry about that. But they're the same person. I love Sophie Kinsella, so I fully expected to love Madeline Wickham, and I gave it 2 stars, didn't like it at all, and so my expectations really just let me down on that one. Number 2. Love triangles. Name a series where you cannot pick your favorite book. So for this, I'm picking The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. I read this book, like that trilogy, a couple years ago and just loved it. In fact, I think I love it more than To All the Boys I Loved Before, but it's just perfect summer, quintessential YA, love it. And I don't know which book I like the best. I really like them all a lot. So number 3, Not Like the Other Girls and or / Didn't Know I'm Beautiful. Name a book that has a pretty cover but was boring as hell. So I don't still have it because I unhauled it because I did not like it, but my answer is The Perfect Mother by Amy Malloy. I just didn't like it. It was boring. It's a thriller. That was not thrilling. And so I unhauled that, and so I don't have the cover, but I will put up a picture, and it's beautiful, but the insides weren't that great. So number 4, All-Consuming Love. Name a book that gave you a book hangover. For this one, I'm going to say The Dream Daughter by Diane Chamberlain. Now, I love Diane Chamberlain. I expected to like this one, but I did not expect the emotional roller coaster, and it's just so good. It's about a woman who is living in the 1970s, and she's pregnant and finds out her baby has like a heart condition, and they don't know how to treat it in the 70s. So she time travels forward to the 2000s where they do have the technology to treat her baby. And so it is just so good, so emotional. Just so everything I want in a book is in Diane Chamberlain's book. So that one gave me a book hangover. In Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren, which is my go-to answer for everything. I love that one too. And books like that just like shake you are like, nothing I read is going to be this good. And so it's hard not to get a book hangover. I also get book hangovers from like a string of bad books. And I'm not going to talk about those though. Next, number 5, Douchebag Boyfriend. Name a book that took you a while to get into, but you ended up loving in the end. I'm going to say A House for Happy Mothers by Amoya Malati. I really hope I'm saying that right. I should have looked it up, but I did not. It was like kind of slow going to get into the book, but once I got into it, I loved this book. So it's an older title. Because I've been doing a lot of tags, I didn't want to keep telling you guys about the same books over and over and over. So I went kind of the backlist books, so you would have a chance to pick these up, and just so it would be different books than I've mentioned in all the other tags I've done. So A House for Happy Mothers, check it out if you haven't. Number 6, tell us your favorite or least favorite trope. So my favorite is second chance romance, especially when it's like high school sweethearts. I just love seeing people bond as children or high school or whatever when like love and things are just so pure at that age. I feel like you don't have a whole lot of life like tainting you, and you're not as jaded, and you're able to like, you're just more vulnerable and open. And then when something happens to break you guys apart, I mean college, moving, all of that happens, and so it's very believable, and then they come back. I love that trope. So that's really oddly specific, but I like all second chance romance. I also really like friends to lovers. I just am kind of a cynic on like enemies to lovers or people changing or big drastic switches, and so when people have like a bond and then it grows into more, I love it. So one I don't like, accidental babies. Cannot stand them. Like a one and done. I'm pregnant because we did it one time. Of course, the condom broke, whatever, that we didn't use protection. Like protection and sexual stuff is always mentioned. And you know that if they say anything about it, it's going to be an accidental pregnancy. And I'm someone who, we have struggled with fertility. And so for us, having babies is very, very hard and a long process. And it just, even for a normal, healthy person, the chance of that happening is pretty small. I understand it does happen, but not nearly as much as it does in romance books. I hate the accidental pregnancy. So that is the Nope Trope book tag. Again, thank you to Jen for tagging me. I will link her video down below as well as the original. If you have a channel, I'm just tagging everybody who watches this because I think it's a really fun tag and want to see all of your answers. So if you do it, let me know. If you don't have a channel, let me know your answers down below. And thank you for watching. Bye.